LAFC America. I have a quick two questions. The
Yes.
first one is, how was the Sony chemistry with other players for today training? And the second one is, what are you looking for Sony for the next game? This coming up next week.
Yeah, the chemistry couldn't be better. I think he's integrated himself in a very quick manner, in a very positive manner. He's very open, forthcoming, communicative, and he has a lot of charisma. And something I wasn't expecting is he's very open with some of our younger players and sharing his experiences already, and they're getting to know each other process. So it's been amazing with him so far, and really looking forward to see how that progresses into possibly a leadership role in the future for him. And on the field, what we expect of every attacker is production, in assists and goals, and he's done that in training, and he did in his first game, the first half hour with LAFC in Chicago, and we expect more of that, and I'm pretty sure he expects that of himself as well.
George? Oh, hey, Coach. Coach, this is George with Reuters. It's kind of a two-pronged question. In terms of the camaraderie, I think you talked a little bit about it. Nate shared that, he's a hard worker, and that's kind of rubbing off already. So can you talk a little bit about the camaraderie that you've seen already within the training sessions? And then secondly, the victories on the road are very important. Can we expect to see Sonny out on the starting 11 in this coming up road trip?
You can expect us to post a lineup 90 minutes prior to the game. I think his work rate in training, his professionalism is definitely something of an added bonus, and our younger players can definitely look to him as an example. As was Olivier Giroud, as was Giorgio Chiellini, and so I think, and Hugo Lloris, and I think these types of players do not reach those levels of the game without being top pros and putting in the hard work. And I can share some of Sonny's sprint distances in training dwarf some of our other players, and I think that is something we will definitely share with the group. And if you want to play at his level, then there is no sugarcoating it. You need to run, and you need to run at the right moments and to the right spaces. And it's a wonderful example. But again, this is professional sports, and we will judge everybody by the performances in games, and Sonny as well.
Hi, Coach. I'm Caitlin from SBS.
Hi.
So, first of all, how quickly do you think Son's adapting to the LAFC style of play? And then secondly, with both Denis and Son available for the left wing position, how do you plan to utilize them in the upcoming games?
We at LAFC, when we recruit players, we talk about certain profiles fitting the way we want to play, and we've been doing this for many years now. And all along the way, I can tell you for at least the last 5 years that we have been talking about a player like Sonny, a profile like Sonny, and to now have the profile actually here that we were speaking about for many years. Should answer that question in itself. What he is as a player is exactly how we envision our attackers to be. Somebody who's constantly moving, attacking spaces, can combine, but also hurt teams, on the counter attack, can break teams down in a deep block. So he is a complete package for the way we interpret attackers. Other clubs may have different ideas, but for us, he's definitely our profile. Whether he comes through the middle and Denis on the left, or sometimes Denis more towards the middle or on the left, we're open to our attackers interchanging positions, and we like to scout players who can play in all three positions across the front three. Having that said, throughout the 90 minutes, the players are in complete control of what they want to do and where they want to be on the field. And from what I've seen in training, all of our attackers, whether it's Nate, David, Sonny, and Denis, all four have shown good understanding of each other and interchanging of positions. So I look forward to creating some chaos in the back lines of our opponents moving forward. And I would think that Sonny probably comes more through the middle than he does on the flanks.
Hi, my name is Youngtae from Korea Daily. My question is about the team atmosphere and fan impacts. So, what's the positive changes or influence has Son brought to team? And also, recently, many Suns fans have attended the match. And do you feel this support has impact on player performance, like motivation?
Yeah, I think bringing a high profile player in like Sonny has definitely given the group put some wind in our sails and give us some motivation for sure as a group. If I were a player on LAFC and I have a player like Sonny coming in, I would be very happy. And I can tell you by the reaction from the players that is the case. And having a player who can finish plays, having a player who can make the team better, can definitely motivate other players and give our team an advantage over other teams. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And from the first half hour in Chicago, I think that's what we saw. And now it's a matter of replicating that, but hopefully now for a little longer than a half an hour in New England or in Boston.